did up here, but and I.
This is the furthest south you lived then?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Okay, so we can head north.
Another place we lived in was on back of Holy Rosary there. Oh, remember when Jerry was going with Eleanor? That house across from where Madeline owned that corner place. No, not Summit.
Yeah.
Cambridge, I think it was. Or was it
Oh, not Summit, it was Newhall. Newhall, 2711.
Oh, Sam, yeah, that's not a good idea.
We probably shouldn't.
No, that's against the law.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you tell me what you want?
About 3 houses over here.
You should remember where the, the Farleys lived, and then here it is.
In that
This is it.
The brown
2011.
Or
2011.
Yeah. Okay.
Right here?
No, you're missing it, honey.
There, right here.
Cast it already.
Right. That with the one with the broad iron railing.
It's that brown with the
the brown
raw iron, white, the white raw iron.
The rough iron.
That was as good.
We're casing the drug robbery later tonight.
She was selling all these. What kind of articles would you call?
Oh, I don't know.
They were those pies. She had wrought iron, and she had pictures like
diaphragms.
No,
she had like statues.
She was making her presentation.
Yeah, that brown.
Yeah, the brown
nice.
house.
Yeah, we lived upstairs.
Yeah.
I can remember.
Yeah, right.
I can remember a lot of things about this one.
Ken, how old were you?
I was in high school. So
That used to be a grocery store right here.
Yes. We owed a bill there too.
Go to that school there?
We did Chekalinsky on the books.
No, we went to Maryland.
Oh, well.
No, you didn't go. Where did you?
No, I never went to Holy Rosary. I went to St. Peter and Paul. But when we lived here, I went to Lincoln.
Lincoln. Okay.
Ah.
Oh, so you were older.
Yes, I remember that.
Did you get evicted from that house? Oh, you're older now.
I think we did. I don't know, where did we move from? We moved to 2300 Oakland.
2345.
That's where I graduated. Yeah. I can't remember.
Shake the rocks.
I gotta shake these rocks.
Now that was Mrs. Weber, was it?
That was Mrs. Weber.
Or
But she
Jay
was
Bell.
S.K.I.
with an S.K.I.
Oh, you really? Oh, and those boys were such devils.
Oh.
And remember when we used to play cards with the spoons? Can you remember that? When Mrs. Germana was over, we'd play that game, and then they called the police because we were making too much noise, hitting the table with the spoons.
I always remember that Leon had gone downstairs and fixed the furnace.
Mother.
Mrs. Romano was.
Oh yeah.
Now she'll start coughing.
Why don't you go to St. Mary? Stop it. Mother.
Should I finish?
We all said,
Hello.
no, we sounded like someone saying,
We didn't
hello.
all.
Or Mrs. Romano said, hello. And here was Leon Grumpy had pooped. It was a musical.
She thought someone was coming in St. Lo, and it was him that it.
Passing gas.
Little gas.
Barry, do you like that story? You usually like poop
Are
stories.
you amused?
You lost me on that story completely.
Well, she gets
23:45.
hysterical.
Oh, we went and looked at that.
Right now, here's
Yeah,
we gotta go to somewhere else.
We gotta go on.
We looked at this one.
Kramer Murray, right?
Well, we should go on Kramer. We're so close.
Okay.
Disabay?
Oh, yeah, right. Up by the St. Peter and Paul's.
Right next door to St. Peter and
Yeah.
Paul's.
So that's
Now it's
left
to the
here.
left here at this corner.
I don't know if you know this or not, but after this trip, I'm buying a
See?
van.
Here's Salem Lutheran.
What?
That's what I meant
That's where
about.
my kids were baptized.
This is going to be technically horrible.
You don't Mary live at 2409?
They lived over here somewhere, but I can't remember the address.
But we're looking for where you live now.
I know.
Yeah. We don't care where you live.
Really?
Okay. Now it's in the next block.
Now it's in this block coming up.
And will it be on the left or right?
It'll be on the right.
On the right-hand side.
And it'll
You
be
have to
in
look
back.
in back. It's a back house. Right in back of this great... Remember that woman that worked at the bakery with you?
Yes.
What was her name
Oh,
again?
God, Mother. I don't remember.
Well, anyway, she was
Okay, which
Steinmetz.
Mrs. Steinmetz.
Yeah. We lived
they
right
owned-
in back there. See that? My God, that
It
place
looks in
is
good
still-
shape,
Yeah.
She, I mean, they owned the place.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Steinmetz's.
Yeah.
Right back
He
here.
what was he? He was in some.
He was
very-
some
that-
plumbing,
yeah.
I
There.
Was it-
So you had a little
I
rear
thought it
house
was
back
okay.
there,
It's
huh?
a big rear house.
Yeah. He was,
Are we on Kramer?
This is
yes, this is Kramer.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, Frank.
Then
2460.
that's because remember they had that the blue and the
Yeah.
yellow.
Right.
Oh yeah, Mrs.
There's Van Baker.
I find
It's open.
And there's Van.
Oh yeah, we used to play football in the side
What do you
yard
think they
here.
have there that we'd like to eat?
Yeah.
But you lived
Oh,
in.
they got delicious bakery in Van.
That's where I used to work.
Well, how come I don't run in and buy something to munch on while we drive around?
Well, all right, if you want to.
I got money. I got cash.
And this is where Lynn worked when she was 15 years old.
This place, you know what they used to from Maryland until God years after this, I would say.
I know,
I'd
because
say
I
about 12, maybe.
Yeah.
So what graduation dresses are you talking about?
Oh, we had to make our own. We had you know, like the boys took manual training and the girls
Sewing.
had sewing. And one year you had sewing, and the next year you had.
We always had to walk to a different school.
Yeah,
Right.
Hartford.
We went to
Hartford.
Hartford.
Mhm,
Yeah,
me
I
too.
just loved that.
yeah,
That we had, the day we had cooking, I just loved it.
yeah. Because we always made something and we could eat it, you know.
Well, that was part of it.
You like that too?
I liked it. Showtime.
So Clarabelle
Clarabelle.
Heinz, it was a real name.
Yeah. And
Who would name their daughter
Reese
Clarabelle? Is that cruel?
Hey, that was a
well,
lot
let's
of
see,
years
then,
ago.
then the one boy was Harry and the other one was Carl.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And-
Tito knew
Yeah,
Harry
well,
quite
remember
well.
they lived when Tito and Mary lived over. She lived, Mrs. Hines and the son Carl. Was it Carl? Or
One of them was
lived
Lush,
right
wasn't
in
he?
that house. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I think that was Harry.
Harry,
the
yeah.
oldest one. Carl was kind of a nutnik.
Well, see, I don't remember the boys hardly at
Yeah,
all.
yeah.
Just the names.
I mean, they were always nice. to us.
Clarabelle was kind of
Clarabelle
curly, real curly hair.
Yeah, right. Uh-huh.
So how old?
Well, I would say about, this is around 12 years
She
old.
was 12 and I was like 8.
So this was your pretty poor time, I take it.
Oh,
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, hey, we never had any rich times.
Well, I'll tell you, when we lived on Summit, I think Pa was still making pretty good money there.
On that corner, there on Summit and...
Or no.
Oh, I
when
see.
we
Well,
had
further.
Mr. Tishan for a
Yeah,
landlord.
right. Yeah, but see, why were we kicked out of that house?
Oh.
That was so... That, I can remember that house. My
remember
mom was
that.
in the hospital. She was at... she had rheumatism so bad. She was over at St. Mary's Hospital. And
What
then
was
the
that?
sheriff came, day upon, I
That
were
was
alone
the
in
house?
the house. That was the house. The sheriff came
I
to
thought
the
that
door.
was on Murray here.
No. The sheriff came to the door and Pa and I were there. In fact, you and I were in the kitchen. We were
This is one of the
making this
famous
dry
stories of
bread.
Mm-hmm.
Dry crust of bread. We were taking and soaking it in vinegar and put olive oil. First of all, you rub garlic on it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you put soaked it in, or dipped it in garlic and olive oil.
Mm-hmm.
And then put salt and pepper on. Oh, that was delicious.
Did you fry
But
that
anyway,
then?
No.
no.
Oh,
You
my
didn't
God.
soak it, you just dipped it to moisten
Oh,
the
I
bread
see.
was so hard. See? And
Oh, she's making me hungry just
the
thinking
bread
about
was
it.
full.
You're thinking of your tea
So
and
then
crap
anyway,
with
here
bread.
this- I went to the door, and here's the sheriff. And he come with a 3-day notice that we had to get out of there.
We got lots of things.
Of all the
We-
nerve.
We got 6 things.
The oat
We got 4 milk.
Although that could be your
or milk.
Yeah, 4. We got 1 chocolate milk and
Oh,
So,
The milk for the bag.
and I don't know, we
I don't want any
actually,
milk.
Linda.
we were
Did you want an apple juice or something?
several 3-day
No, I don't
Yeah.
have much of a drink.
But I never
I don't
remember
have much of a
being
thirst.
put out on
And you
the
just
street.
telling one of our sad
You were put out on
stories
the
now.
street?
We were never put out on the street.
The sheriff
we were
wanted to
often,
put us.
yeah, well, you know, this guy, in fact, he felt Pa, you know, coming, because
Oh, yeah.
the tears came to Pa's eyes, you know, and then he said, yeah, he says, my wife's in the hospital, and we have 7 children, and he couldn't get work and stuff like that, you know, and then the sheriff had big tears in his eyes, and we handed him $5.
Oh.
Right now, we're out eating dry bread,
From the kitchen, even as you come to my door.
The woman in there didn't remember you at all, Lynn.
No?
She said, what was her name? She worked here. I said, Lynn Ketchum. She says, no, I don't think she ever worked here.
I certainly did.
Well, there must, was it an older woman?
Probably.
Yes.
They had to stir it off the floor.
Who's they?
The people that we bought it
that
from.
we bought it from.
You
And then
own
I
it?
come home when
Oh.
I come home from school with a girlfriend of mine.
And didn't pay. Now, here's the
Here
apartment
has to be-
Shirley
yeah,
lived in.
right.
So
Okay.
it's across the street here.
I think this one right here,
This gray-
2580
Which one?
2580.
Oh, back here.
Duplex, yeah.
How come you're not drinking your milk?
No, it didn't.
No.
Well, of course, that could be
That could have been
changed,
added, yeah.
Right. I'm almost sure this.
So you bought the linoleum?
So we had bought this linoleum, but we never had rugs.
Yeah.
Linoleum
Well,
rugs.
we had
first.
rugs. They had holes like this in them, but we had them.
And I don't know.
Well,
That's only duplex that I see here.
Well,
That
here's
has to
one.
be it.
They're all
Okay.
duplexes.
Well,
because this one, this
unless-
brown one
oh,
here.
maybe you. Well, see,
Next, was it next to an apartment building?
No, it was
No,
across the
that's
street
right.
from this
Okay.
apartment.
Well, I'm sure that.
I think
had
that
to
was
be
it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that was it, yeah.
When they come to the door and you either paid or, and then they just took and ripped it, and here this
Doing
girlfriend of
my
mine
milk
said
walk.
they ripped it right
I'm
off
doing my
the
milk
floor.
walk.
God.
My
Said,
milk is all gone.
Pa was in the
Thank you.
hospital at that time already.
You know what I
I know he was
You
sick
know
in
what I
that
can
house.
do
That I
then?
remember.
How old were you then?
Okay. I'm done with my milk
Good,
walk.
honey.
15.
Oh,
I'm
no,
16.
you weren't that old there, were you?
I died that year, that same year.
Oh, he did?
I'm
But
done.
sure.
Because
Oh, then I was 12.
that is the
I'm
house we
done
got
with my
kicked
milk.
out of.
Already?
Yeah.
And then
My
we
goodness.
moved to Oakland.
I closed this.
That's
And,
good, because I won't drip.
2400.
It will.
what
It
have
will. It dipped on my hand.
There it is, yeah. No, wait a minute.
Oh,
Not the corner house, but the one
this
next
one
to
right
it.
here. 2420. Oh, no,
No, this one
this
with the
one
big
right
fence
here.
around it.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was the Sutters.
No, they lived, that's two houses.
Oh, that's the ice
That's
cream.
two houses, Anita.
Okay.
They're side by side.
I know it.
So the Suttons lived on the other side.
The Suttons, yeah, but I'm
talking about the Sutters living on the corner house.
Oh, I don't know the Sutters.
They go to, you know, you don't know the
Talking about
Sutters, and
the
they come
owners.
to the 4th of July every year.
With the,
See how
This
this
is the
house
front of
is?
the house,
It's
yeah.
two houses.
see that was
Okay.
So we
side
lived
by
at
side.
2418.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or did we live the other
No,
side?
we lived on that side.
And the old man that owned it lived on that
on
side.
that, right.
How old are you there?
I was almost 16.
Any
Yeah, well,
sad
then I
stories
used to
at
be
that
about-
house?
I had, because this is, by this time, Pa was dead.
Oh, we had, that's where we had all these leeches,
Yeah.
my brother's friends.
Oh.
Human
Oh, my
leeches.
God, no.
Like Galliano used to come over and eat his
And Harry
chivo.
to Mary.
And Harry DeMary, who says, boy, am I hungry tonight. He'd say it every night.
Well, we all did stuff like that.
Yeah, but were you chiseling on other people?
Well, sure.
Well,
Kids get
we
free
never
food.
did. Everybody
Think they
thought.
tore it down?
No.
See,
Yeah,
I don't remember
well,
this.
unless it's one of those houses, see that makes it those apartments?
Which
See,
side of
on
the? Oh, it's
On the west side of the street.
on the
there.
west side.
No, was it off? I think the second one off the corner.
Which one?
That cute house there?
Boy, that's a nice house.
This one,
That's the
Mother?
nicest
Okay,
one we've
no, it
seen
must
so
have
I
far.
don't remember that at all.
It
You
must
know what
run
I-
down.
You know what I remember us running over this bridge and getting
Yeah.
when
Hey,
the
you know
train
that house
came
back
and
there
it
is
had
for
all that
sale, the
smoke
one-
billowing up.
That's what Jimmy used
That
to
house
have.
where Jimmy lived is for sale.
Again.
That's a
I
nice
know.
house.
Yeah.
Why don't we buy it? Well, why? Why would we want to own that? I'm thinking of it.
Well, you could rent it out. You get a lot of rent on the east side.
This is another repo story.
Yeah.
Uncle Tito bought it.
They bought it, yeah.
I love it.
And they just repossessed
Wait,
it. Then
what
they
was
took
your
it
mother's
away.
maiden name?
Gerard.
Gerard.
I bet you're right.
About
Now, my mother apparently had a pretty decent life. Her father, I mean, as a child,
She sat in the backyard.
Yeah, I mean, it was, but I mean,
clubs.
they never had to worry about.
And her mother made her put her shoes on back, one on
That's
her
how-
left
Opposite,
foot
yeah,
on the right, and the
yeah.
right foot on
To
the
wear 'em
left,
even,
so
Why?
they wear out evenly.
every other day, you know.
Oh, you are
Oh,
kidding.
honest to God.
Oh, that's
Now that, I've never heard of
and
that.
they were those button-top shoes at the time, you know. And your ma said when she'd get out of sight of the whatchamacallit, she would take them off and put them
Whatever
on.
happened
She
to
don't want to be red.
that picture of Mom? Remember she had all these curls?
I don't know. That's got to, I wonder if that's still up. I mean,
She was
maybe
so
got north.
huge. And remember that, those twin,
Don't leave your heirlooms
who
up
were
north.
the twins? Were those her stepsisters and brothers?
The twins were, her mother was married before.
Oh, and that's where they, but see,
And
she
whose
looked a
mother-
lot.
Wait a minute, whose mother was
Sam
married?
Adams. Ma looked
My
a lot
mother's
like
mother.
that, Leon.
Mother's mother
Right.
was married.
Oh, there was a
And,
twin Leon
she
before?
had twins, Leon and Louise were there.
Oh, Mother, I'm so
The girl-
glad you didn't go with Leon
The
and
girl
Louise.
died, I think
Louise,
she had
yeah.
consumption or something, and the father took the boy.
To get out.